school, teach you how to turn.
Pinya, acha, uno, more, kiba, stop, ooh, singer, me. Some move, some rock, some move, you, quick, kiba, girl. Quicker, make a dance couple times, girl, I take my picture. I bet me, pinya, jif, jif, jif. I bet me, pinya, move. Over this so see a hot girl, me a call her hello. If you see bigger the dance and the place get mellow, hear me I tell you. So me do my thing, chain do my bling. Skip me enemy, them me a little world thing. Camera, action, flame. When we outside, lock down your building. Bet me in ya. Jiff, jiff, jiff. In ya, jiff. Jiff, 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 I bet my Jiff, Jiff, I bet my acha, uno, more, kiba, can't stop, ooh, singer, me.
This is 2K. Sports. broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, here is Young. Pass to Mobley. Puts up a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
And the Magic with possession. It's a three-point game. To the paint. Holmgren with the steal. Left side, Leonard. Holmgren in the corner. 5 to shoot. There's Porter with the three. Mobley with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
On its way from Young for two. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Well, this guy keeps learning from each and every coverage on the pick and roll. Trae Young getting some serious chops playing out of that set.
Now, here is Halliburton. Pass to Porter. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire. For this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Holmgren with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Clay showing a little bit of speed in the open floor there as he gets up the lane in transition.
Mobley misses.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Outside Leonard. No good on the triple.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Mobley is screened. And a deep three from Young. Orlando gets it back. Pass to Smart. Now Young. Picked by Finney-Smith. 4 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Mobley misses. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Right side, Leonard. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. And Mobley throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Halliburton is double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Mobley inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride Beautiful assist.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Now Leonard. After the missed three from Trae Young. Leonard. Holmgren wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Magic leading by 5. Now Young. Left side, Smart. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
Pass to Porter. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
Here's Young. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
First trip to the line for him here. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And a wide open look for Porter. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Young. From past the arc. Sinks the triple. Young's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Leonard. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Here's Mobley. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Trailblazers trailed by 6. Here's Ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, again, big guards. That helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's putting in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here is Halliburton. Still scoreless. It's tipped.
And how about the reach from Portis there?
Down low. Here's Lopez. And it falls over the rim and in. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Halliburton, no good. Magic leading by 6. Outside, Maxey. 18 feet out. And Orlando again with the bucket. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And it's Thibault in the corner. Lopez a screen to the middle. Shoots over Nurkic. Lopez, no what?
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Outside, Ball. And a wide open look for Halliburton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
No hesitation from Tyrese Halliburton. He's a confident guy.
Pass to Lopez. Outside Portis. Now Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Halliburton, he's open. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Coming into the league, scouts had some uncertainty about Halliburton's jumper, mostly because of the way it looks, a push shot out front, but he's shown he's more than capable as a shooter.
Right side, Ball. The 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Inside. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Here's Maxey. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Here's Halliburton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And Halliburton, a guy you just continue to see grow game by game, an exceptional talent and a great mind.
The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Can't be overzealous with Halliburton. When you are, he embraces that, and he got the whistle.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Not just hanging out there on the perimeter, Lopez attacking the rim.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Here we go, Laker fans. Here comes your Trailblazers dunk team. Attention fans, now on the For Mr. Hype Squad, get loud and let him hear it.
And the Magic making a change here. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Portland trailing here. Here's ball to the inside. Here's Thompson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Superb job by Clay to draw the contact for the and-one opportunity. Great focus on the play.
Young with the ball. He's got 5. Down low. Count that one for Mobley. And that's now 9 points for Evan Mobley.
Like to see that from Trey, directing traffic, getting a good result there on the pick and roll.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. Inside, Klay Thompson.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Mobley misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Good drive by Thompson.
And because you extend that defense out to where Clay is, he sees the opening.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Here's Young with the drive. Good D by Thompson. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Now, here's ball. Here's Leonard. The layup off target. 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Mobley a screen. Here's Young. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. With 4 seconds on the clock. Misses at the rim.
Defense is tough.
Amazing!
Real.
How about that shot to beat the clock? That one covered some distance.
25.
It's all tied in Portland. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's ball. Pass to Jovic. It's good. The assist that time from ball. Jovic has got his first bucket in this one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And one of those guys, Brad, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Now Leonard. After the missed three from Evan Mobley. Leonard draws the double. 5 on the clock. Here's Jovic. Off target from outside. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Thibault. Now here's Mobley. Defended by Holmgren. It's Young on the wing. Pulls up on the elbow. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
There's a screen by Porter. Inside. Mobley with the rebound. Orlando trailing here. To the right side. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Mobley's got 12 in the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Ball with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Picked by Finney-Smith. And Young, here we go. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
There's the pick. Right wing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. No good on the 3. So it's Portland now. They trail by 1. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Holmgren in the post. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
On the wing, Porter. To Holmgren, down to 5 on the shot clock, and the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim, Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Portis the screen, the kick out to Lopez. Outside Portis. Back to Lopez. Fires away from outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Lopez has got it all tied up now for Orlando. To the wing right side. To the paint. Holmgren.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Portland, they have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. That one is no good.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Maxey, no good. A tight game here in Portland. On the wing, Porter. Screen by Nurkic. Pass to Holmgren. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
I like this throwback approach they've taken, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Now, here's Portis. Nothing on the board. Here's Maxey. Nurkic with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Lopez outside from downtown, and Holmgren pulls it down. Portland leading. And here's Halliburton. 8 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Halliburton. Here's Nurkic. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers lead by 2.
36.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now, here's Maxey. To the wing on the left. Back to Lopez. Kicks it out to Maxey. 6 to shoot. And that one, good. It's all knotted up.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
The screen from Thompson. Holmgren in the corner. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Nurkic. Jacks up a 3. Lopez grabs the board.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And Portland has possession. Here's Holmgren. No good that time. Good D by Lopez.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Lopez outside. Back to Maxey. Pass to Portis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Swiped away. Maxey into the lane.
Boy, Maxey just goes for it. Plays with a lot of curve.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Leonard on the wing. It's hauled in by the Magic. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Magic making a switch here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Both teams changing it up here.
Here's Drew, everyone. Let him hear you.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Some noise for your Trailblazers stat team.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Lopez outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Thompson outside. Pass the ball. Clock at 6. Halliburton up top. Nobody near Nurkic. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Nurkic has got his first 3 points of the game.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Lopez outside. Maxey looking it over. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Portland leading. Halliburton on the wing. Screen by Nurkic. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Halliburton looks absolutely unfazed by the moment.
Outside, Maxey. Igo on the wing. Back to Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
One of the rare players in the league that after the age of 30, that ripe old age, Lopez got better.
No good on that one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Thompson. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
And that is a potential game changer. Thompson maintaining his calm and coming through.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Here. And Orlando has possession. 4-point game. Pass to Thibault. Back to Young. Now McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. And it's Portland with the rebound. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. Now Holmgren need to get off a shot. Young with the steal. Mobley right side. Pass to Thibault. Smart deciding where to go with it. Screen by McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. And now they decide to foul intention.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Back to Thompson. Holmgren in the corner. A 3-ball. It's good from long range. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Leonard. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted.